This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Taking a look at some numbers here for Anthony Edwards.
And his foul shooting has looked a little weaker over the last 5 games compared to where he was the rest of the season. I know how frustrating that can be, and I'm sure he's eager to turn it around.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. They've got DeMar DeRozan, Kobe White out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Conley in at the 1. Most NBA fans are looking ahead to the playoffs, but what's on the mind of the players at this point in the season, Grant?
Well, BA, focusing just on the postseason is a big mistake. Players know you have to be focused on the task at hand. You have to stay in the moment. Only think about that game right in front of you.
Now here's DeRozan. Reid with the rebound. Now here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on DeRozan. Conley passes to Edwards. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Conley. Rebound by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
And the basket by Dosunmu.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And we're about a minute into the first. Reid, a screen on White. Conley with the ball. Picked up by DeRozan. Here's Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Richard, an interesting trend with this Chicago team. They're conservative three-point shooting.
Yeah, the Bulls hover around the bottom of the league for total attempts, BA, which definitely separates them for the rest of the NBA.
Now here's Caruso, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Edwards. Reid sets a screen. Down low. The shot's good.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Conley against White. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. White finds Caruso. DeRozan against Reid. And here's Caruso outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Edwards. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Caruso. Now White, pass to Vucevic. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
It's Edwards with a drive. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards has got 6 points.
Yeah, what energy from Edwards on the drive. Pushing his way inside and straight to the cup.
Reid against DeRozan. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. That one no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's McDaniels. Second chance shot. Edwards finds Conley. Gobert with a screen on White. Back to Edwards.
Timberwolves foul. Anthony
falls for Vucevic. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible, whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency. This team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, he's up for the Timberwolves.
And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
Lets the three fly. Rebound Minnesota. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Kept alive. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Here's Carter. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. There's 38 seconds left in the first. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Warren's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Reed. Andre Drummond is checked in for Chicago. DeRozan comes in for Caruso. Now here's Edwards. In the game against Denver, very impressive. Great look there, but off target.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
DeRozan for three. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
One of the underappreciated guys in this league. DeRozan just goes out, puts up big numbers, and he doesn't really get the shine that I think he truly deserves.
Edwards. Craig with a steal. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bulls out in front. They lead by 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Andre Drummond, Torrey Craig out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Javon Carter, and it's Terry in at the 2. Well, Grant, you've been the up-and-comer, but you've also played the role of the veteran. What's the key to that latter stage?
You know, B.A., your contributions as a veteran are felt just as much with your leadership as they are with your numbers. So sharing what you've learned with those younger players on the way up is so important.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Richard, when you talk about great scorers, DeMar DeRozan doesn't always get the credit he deserves.
Yeah, he should really get more praise than he does, Ryan, especially when you consider how incredible he is from the mid-range. There's an old-school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
Warren's checked in for Mina. Here's Edwards. He got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Craig, and he slams it in one-handed.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Carter. A quick look, no good that time. The Timberwolves trail. And Edwards slams it in.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Terry, guarded by Edwards. Terry, the pass to DeRozan. DeRozan, right in the heart of the D.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Edwards. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Edwards has gotten 4 this quarter.
Wow, what a move from Edwards. He's fantastic at creating for himself.
Terry, the pass to Craig. DeRozan for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Back to Edwards. Warren sets a screen. Edwards with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. To the wing, right side. 5 to shoot. From the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Warren. Reed comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for McLaughlin. Now here's Conley. And in that win against the Nuggets, he was a major factor as well. To the left wing. Outside McDaniels. Ooh, poked away. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You look at the Bulls, the season is winding down. They sit 9th on the outside looking in currently.
When I look at Chicago, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Now here's Caruso. Here's Vucevic. The bank shot, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's McDaniels, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Dosunmu, pass to Vucevic. Pass to Dosunmu. White with it. Here's Dosunmu. Jacks up with 3. And Conley grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gobert finds Conley.
The defense tries to stop Conley with the foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
First team foul.
Free throw drops for Conley. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. DeRozan is checked in.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. White against Conley. Conley comes with a double team. Pass to Vucevic. Picked by Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Bulls lead by 3.
The ability to stretch the 4 is such a dangerous weapon for Vuce and his team.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Bulls up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Let's hear it for Blake.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, they'll be facing a much weaker team. No one expects it to be close, so for that reason alone, it probably will be. This is a crazy league.
See, I believe miracles do happen, but this would be a doozy. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
The difference in this game, the free throw disparity. They've been too complacent on the offensive end, and defensively, no discipline.
Yep, giving away points at the charity stripe makes their job much more difficult. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Anthony Edwards.
They throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. And here are the Bulls now. They lead by 1. Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to White. Caruso against McDaniels. Outside White. 6 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. Fires the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you.
Living in this area on the floor, DeRozan loves that mid-range game, and honestly, for good reason.
McDaniels passes to Conley. Gobert with a screen on White. Now Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Back to Edwards. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Chicago's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Caruso misses. Edwards with it, guarded by Vucevic. Reid passes to McDaniels. Inside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, BA, I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
Stolen by Conley. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Caruso, a screen on Edwards. DeRozan outside. Over Reid. And again, Chicago, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Caruso. They get it back. Gobert. Gobert, too strong.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
The Bulls have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. White on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Dosunmu. DeRozan outside. Pass to Dosunmu. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls with another miss. And here's Minnesota now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Edwards. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Caruso misses. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Gobert with a screen on White. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by White. To the wing on the left. Here's Edwards. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Edwards got 16 points. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Chicago calls timeout. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Miller's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Reed. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Craig comes in for Caruso. Terry's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Carter in for White. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 10.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Carter. Craig with a screen on Anderson. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Javon Carter, Torrey Craig out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Terry in at the 2.
And it's hard to believe that DeRozan's offense only continues to get stronger. And in this one, he's really showing us what he can do.
And Minnesota calls time here. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Carter.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Drummond finds Craig. To the middle. And the jam by Drummond.
Over the years, DeRozan has become an exceptional passer, so defensively, you can't afford to just overplay him.
Outside Edwards. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Bulls. Caruso, he's checked in for Craig. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 8. Left side Carter, Caruso outside. 4 on the clock. A deep 3.
Well, their shooting is not where they wanted to be here in the second half, especially if they want to chase down that lead.
Edwards. And that one drops for him. Edwards has got 11 in the second half.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Terry. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. It's Edwards on the wing. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley is subbed in for McLaughlin. Now here's White. Pass to DeRozan. Vucevic, a screen on Reed. To end the run. Minnesota with a rebound. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. McDaniels can't hit. For Chicago, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. And it's DeRozan missing for Minnesota. They've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. Reed passes to Conley. And here's Edwards. Shoots over to Sumu. Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. 4-3. The shot off that time. Not a lot of time left for the Bulls in this one. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish and ultimately That's why they were so efficient.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Conley. The Bulls making their last shot. McDaniels finds Edwards. Picked by Gobert. From the high post. Another miss by Minnesota. DeRozan outside. And it's off from three-point range. Edwards with it. And so it's Minnesota with the W. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
Make your hell gaming.